Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we are going to be doing your reading for the 2nd to 3rd week of June. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you and you're interested in a private reading with me, links for that will be in the description box below. Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Cancer, is the 5 of Cups, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. Okay. Okay, so Cancer, your biggest challenge for the 2nd to 3rd week of June for you is the 5 of Cups. Okay. And the 5 of Cups is a card of sadness. It's a card of disappointment. It's a card of something in your life that really should have been holding together, really should have been giving you that emotional support, didn't. Now, for some of you, this could be somebody putting you in a third party. This could be somebody disappointing you, maybe somebody saying something or doing something out of character. Definitely there is a disappointment here, maybe with a friend, maybe with a family member, maybe with a colleague. Nonetheless, your challenge here is to shift your focus. As hard as this may be, your challenge is to shift your focus. Now, one of the things that I want to share with you is that on June 9th, Jupiter entered into your sign, which means that the luck and abundance is coming into your life. I'm seeing 9:09 on the clock, which means that for many of you, a very difficult situation in your life is finally coming to an end. So if things have been very tough for you, if things have been feeling like you've been swimming upstream, things are not working out the way that you want them to, that is about to change. And a lot of you are starting to see and feel these changes that are coming in. And that's what the 5 of Cups is talking about. Okay. The 5 of Cups is talking about us not seeing the potential, the opportunity that is behind us. For many of you, there is something in your life that has not been working out. There's been a lot of issues connected to the situation. I feel there's more than one person involved here, and you may be looking at the situation as if it's not going to improve, and that is not true. Your situation is going to improve over time. It may take some time, but something better is coming in for you. Something more stable, something more solid is coming in for you. And this is going to be a big part of your challenge because you are crossing over. One of the things that I love about this card, if you look at the background, at the details, there's a bridge here with some water. And many of you are crossing over this bridge towards a mansion, towards something bigger and better that's coming into your life. So many of you are going through a transition. It has been challenging, but the message here is to hold on because luck and abundance is coming into your life. It is on the brink of coming in for you. So this is definitely something that you should be ready and prepared for. And we're going to talk more about your challenge when we clarify it for you in a moment. Now, let's talk about the recent past for you, Cancer. We have the King of Cups, the Strength, and the 7 of Cups. So in the recent past, there was this situation that you were involved in where you may have been in a place of uncertainty about your love life, about the things that you were entertaining in your life. Maybe you were confused about something here in the past. Others of you, this is more serious, where you were involved with somebody who you felt, first of all, you had a lot of love for somebody here in the past with the King of Cups energy. Now this could be somebody else, but I feel this is you, the King of Cups energy. You had a lot of a love for somebody, a lot of this energy of wanting to emotionally give to this situation. Now the 7 of Cups is here in the recent past. So there was a lot of confusion, and there may have been this feeling in the past that you were being treated as an option with a particular person. This is why your challenge is the 5 of Cups, because for many of you in the recent past, maybe somebody cheated on you, or maybe somebody treated you as an option, and you may have felt very confused about whether or not you truly loved this person. The Strength is here in the past as well too, which is indicating that a lot of you had to take a lot of the inner strength within yourself to really overcome something here that was very difficult, that was very unclear for you in the past. And we're going to talk more about that. We're going to see why this is showing up for you and what you need to know in a moment. Okay. Now let's talk about the present moment, because in the present moment, something is certainly changing. Something is coming to an end. It's changing for you. And like I've mentioned already, with Jupiter exiting out of Gemini from your 12th house into your first house, if you're a rising Cancer, this is going to resonate more than anything else. But the death is here. So something in your life presently is changing. And the question that you need to ask yourself, Cancer, is, are you aware of these changes? Are you aware of the transformation that is coming into your life? For many of you, this has a lot to do with your work. Maybe in your work situation, there is some sort of change here that is taking place for you. For others of you, this is a change that's happening in a marriage or something that you have been very much committed to. There's something in your life that you very much have been committed to, right? So for many of you right now, I do strongly feel that there is a change, there's a transformation that's taking place that you need to be aware of. And this is going to prepare you for the abundance and opportunities that are coming into your life, because when Jupiter enters into your sign, whether it's on your moon, your sun, or your rising, personally, from my 26 years of experience doing astrology and esoteric study, my experience is when Jupiter hits your sun, that's when all the abundance happens, okay? Unless there's, something that's debilitating it in some way, shape, or form. Now, of course, you have Saturn and you have Neptune in Aries, so there's going to be a little bit of tension there, but it doesn't mean that the opportunity is not going to be there, okay? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to see how you can harness those opportunities when we clarify this in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So in the near future, in the near future, there is an opportunity. There's that opportunity showing up for you, Ace of Pentacles. I do see for many of you when you're just about to give up, because many of you in the near future, you feel alone or you feel something in your life has stagnated. A new opportunity is going to come in. I see an offer of love coming in, or somebody's interested in you. If you're interested in attracting love, meeting somebody new, that's coming in for you. And when it comes to your finances, there is an opportunity here. We're going to clarify this and get more information in a moment. Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Star. And what the Star is indicating for many of you is that you have a deep-seated desire, a deep-seated goal, desire that you want to achieve, whatever that is, okay? Some of you want to do, maybe you want to be full-time social media marketers. Maybe you want to do content creation. Maybe you want to start your own business. Maybe you want to find love. Maybe you want to purchase your new home or your new car. There's something here that you really want. This is what your focus is on in the near future. This is what you don't see coming. However, okay, when this happens for you, when you are in this energy of attracting the most highest potential within yourself, which is your highest timeline, which is your highest ability, a tower moment is going to happen. And one of the things that you have to be very careful of, okay, in terms of what you don't see coming, is when this tower moment happens, you're going to immediately think your life is falling apart. You're going to immediately think, oh my God, why is this happening? I'm never lucky. And a lot of you are going to get down and out on yourselves. And this is where you have to be very careful, because part of this transition, part of this new opportunity that's coming into your life, it needs to clean out what no longer serves you anymore. It needs to give you the space in order to be able to attract this full-fledged abundance into your life. So, one of the things that I can use as an analogy in regards to that subject that I'm trying to share with you is, when you're detoxing and when you're going through a detox, you have a headache or you have body aches or you have pains. That is your body cleaning out the trash to allow the abundance to come in. So look at it that way. Don't look at it as my life is falling apart. I'm always being told that good things are coming into my life, but they never do. You need to go through that transition, and you need to allow yourself to go through that transition. Otherwise, if you don't, then you're not really giving your body the space and time, or your energy the space and time, to be able to bring forth that abundance into your life. And this is the message here for you in terms of what you don't see coming, okay? So with that being said, let's hop right into your reading, Cancer, and let's see what is going on for you. Okay, we're going to clarify your challenge. Okay, so your challenge, the 5 of Cups, is clarified by the 6 of Cups. You have the 4 of Wands and the Hangman. So your biggest challenge, okay, your biggest challenge has a lot to do with something from your past. Okay, the 6 of Cups is here. There's something here about your past. There's something here about something in your life has been very stagnant, or it hasn't been moving forward because of the past, or maybe perhaps it's a relationship that you've been involved in. Your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with the fact that there's something within a relationship, okay, whether it is romantic or it is platonic or it is business, whatever it is, there's a relationship here where you've really been questioning, okay, because the Hangman questions. It's a questioning energy. It is an energy of not taking action. It is an energy of overthinking. It is an energy of trying to become enlightened about a particular situation, particularly a situation in life that's bothering us or causing us some sort of issue, okay? Your biggest challenge here has a lot to do with reflecting on a relationship that you're involved in, or reflecting on a relationship from your past. The message here for you, Cancer, is, are you still holding on to emotional trauma connected to a past relationship, a past friend, a past person? And if you are, and what does that look like? What does emotional bondage look like? What does emotional sadness or disappointment look like? It looks like constantly looking at everything from the perspective of being negative, constantly looking at a situation where everything is just not working out for you. Everything's constantly failing. There's something here about a negative mental mind frame, okay? And what Jupiter is asking you now, and I just saw 12:12 on the clock, so check out what 12:12 means for you. There could be an important message there. What Jupiter is doing when it enters into your sign, it's saying, I can only offer and give you your highest value, your highest potential. That means you come here, Cancer, to reach your highest potential. And everything that's going on in the world is there to distract you. It's there to confuse you. And this is what happened for many of you in the past, right? So moving forward, the challenge here is, are you still holding on to things from your past connected to relationships that are keeping you feeling stuck? Because your emotions, your feelings, your thoughts, your attitudes towards certain things in your life that maybe didn't go the way that you wanted to may be actually holding you back. And instead of shifting your focus and being in a place of forgiveness, not only for others, but for yourself, that is when you're going to become enlightened. And this is what the Hangman is doing. The Hangman is enlightening you. The Hangman is saying, I can't let you move forward until you change your mental attitude. I can't allow you to move forward until you forgive yourself and forgive others. I can't let you move forward because you need to have a certain frequency to allow abundance to come into your life. If you're not on a certain frequency to allow abundance to come in, it will just pass you by, right? So this is going to be a big part of your challenge, because when Jupiter enters into your sign, it's going to say, oh, well, this opportunity's here. And you're going to say, yeah, but you know what happened in the past? In the past, it didn't work out, so it's probably not going to work out this time. And Jupiter's saying, are you kidding me? This is a new time. This is a new era. This is a new energy that's coming in. Why are you still focusing on the past? A lot of you, bottom line, the past is holding you back. The thoughts and ideas connected to the past are holding you back. And it's very important that you release that in whatever way, shape, or form you need to do that. And you're going to know how you need to do that intuitively. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to move on and you're going to move forward and you're going to receive that strong abundance that you need to be receiving. Now, I just spent 14 minutes on your challenge. I never spend that long on a challenge, but I felt like I really needed to explain that to you. Okay. So let's talk about the recent past. I'm going to clarify all the cards. Okay, so in the recent past, you have the Strength, and the Strength is clarified by the King of Wands. You have the Star and you have the Two of Wands. So In the recent past, for many of you, you had this goal, this wish, this dream that you wanted to achieve, just like you are planning on doing it in the near future. However, there was something here that became very difficult for you in the past. I do feel that there was a lot of indecisiveness about a direction that you were moving into in your life. Some of you were dealing with a fire sign in the past here, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I'm also getting an Aquarius here in the past. So you were dealing with somebody here who maybe made you feel confused, or maybe there was a separation here. And some of you chose to separate yourself from this person because your main focus was your goals, your wishes, your desires, your dreams. And some of you felt held back by this person in the past. And this is maybe why there was a choice or decision that you may have needed to make here in the past in regards to a specific person that you were dealing with. You have the King of Cups here. This is your energy. I really strongly feel this is you. That is clarified by the Eight of Wands. You have the Emperor and you have the King of Swords. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel that for many of you, although you felt a lot of love for a specific person and you were connected to a specific person here in the past, many of you wanted stability from this person. And perhaps this person wasn't giving you the stability that you needed here in the past, okay? And many of you have gone out of your way here in the past to communicate this and say, you know what, this is my expectation. This is what I want in this relationship. This is how I want things to go. Some of you learned and realized that you were an option here in the past. Not all of you, but some of you learned and realized that somebody here in the past was treating you as an option. And when you found out that you were treated as an option, many of you realized that you needed to take your power back. Okay, the Magician. That's for some of you. Now, if this is not about a relationship, if this is not about options here, many of you were confused about your future here in the past. You may have been confused about what kind of work you needed to do, how you could make more money. You were worried about something here in the past, and it was leading to a lot of confusion for you. You also have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, okay? 2 nines on the board here. So in the recent past, something was worrying you. And instead of taking action, instead of getting clear on things, instead of being practical here in the past, many of you decided to be in this place of fear, worry, and uncertainty. And one of the things that you learned here in the past, Cancer, was to get clear on what it is that you wanted here in the past. Because here's the thing, when one situation in your life is unclear and it's not supporting you in one area, it tends to leak in other areas of your life. So many of you learned here in the past that speaking up is important. Being honest with people is important, not just beating around the bush. Getting very clear on what you want here in the past, even if something here was bothering you or stressing you out, speaking up was really important. That's a big lesson here that you learned here in the past, okay? So that's what I feel happened for you in the past. And the Devil is here as well at the bottom of the deck. So in the past, a lot of you were encountered with toxic relationships and you had to learn, instead of bottling all of that energy inside of you, not saying anything and pretending like everything was fine, but really learning how to address the issues. Okay, and that's what happened here in the past. Now, let's clarify the present moment. Okay, so in the present moment at the top of your reading, you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is talking about commitments. It's talking about, marriage for some of you. Some of you are married or you're committed to something here in the present moment. You have the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. Many of you are learning right now, okay, especially if you're married or you're committed to somebody right now, you're learning to move on, okay? You're learning to move on. Now, I'm not saying that for some of you, there might be divorce. For some of you, you may be separated or disconnected from your person. And others of you may choose to stay with your person, but that doesn't really matter. The message here that the cards are trying to tell you right now is that if you do decide to move on, you're moving on from something here that caused you a lot of pain. And you're finally doing this in the present moment, which is beautiful. You're finally moving on from something here that's really been holding you back for quite some time. You have the Four of Swords here. So for many of you right now, there's a big process of healing. You're going through a healing phase. You're taking your time to move away from something or disconnect from something. A lot of you are learning in the present moment that whatever you're committed to, if it's not in alignment with you, a lot of you are choosing to move on from the situation. If it's not in alignment with what you want and what it is that you're working towards, you're moving away from it. That's what I'm really strongly getting here in the present moment. Now, if this is about your work, Eight of Pentacles, there's a message here about your work situation. That is clarified by the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Your biggest message here in the present moment is to take action. Many of you have failed to take action. There's been a lack of action being taken in regards to your career and the things that you want to do and achieve. Now is going to be the best time ever for you to take action, to do, all the things that you want to do. Now, in July, even though this is a June read that I'm doing, in July, Mercury is going to go retrograde. So if you are starting something new or you're doing something new, now is the time to take action. That's the message here that the cards are saying. So if you've been wanting to achieve something or do something important in your life, now is the time to do it. The Death is here. There is something that is transforming and changing in your life. That is clarified by the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Temperance. What is transforming and changing in your life in the present moment is your love life. If you're single and you've been waiting for a very long time to attract new love, to bring somebody new into your life, there will be an opportunity. There will be an opportunity for that if you're open to it. But many of you, the reason why love has been delayed, this is what some of you are asking, why is my love life delayed? Why can't I meet the one? It's because many of you are still holding on to the pain. You're holding on to something here in the past that didn't work out. You're holding on to some sort of emotional trauma. You haven't forgiven somebody. You are constantly in this negative mind frame, this negative mind pattern that you need to break. And this is part of the change or the transformation that may be required for you to bring in what it is that you truly want, this abundance that's coming in, okay? So the delay is there because you still need to heal. You still need to, not even necessarily heal, but just release something here that you're not attached to anymore. Because the more you're attached to these outcomes that you label as, well, things are always like that, it's always been like that, it's never going to change, then you're ultimately saying to the universe that you're not acknowledging the changes that are coming in, and you're not acknowledging the fact that your abundance is coming in for you. Remember, your thoughts, your attitude, the way you speak, the way you communicate, the way you go about doing things every day, all of that is going to add up to whether or not you receive the abundance that's coming in for you, okay? And I know it's repetitive and, it sounds boring, but this is ultimately what you're being called to reflect on, okay? And the High Priestess is here because the High Priestess talks about everything that we don't see, right? We don't see our thoughts, but they're definitely connected to the things that are a part of our 3D reality, okay? So let's talk about the near future. We're going to clarify the near future. Wow. All I have to say, Cancer, is wow in the near future. Okay, let's talk about the Knight of Cups. An offer is coming in the near future. Now, this offer can be anything, but it is one that is going to stir your emotions on a very deep level within you. There's something you're going to get excited about here in the near future. If this is about your finances, because some of you are saying, Monica, I want you to talk about the finances. I want you to talk about the money. I want you to talk about, is that abundance coming in for me? And if it does, or plans to come in, what does that look like for me? Well, for many of you, Jupiter is on your side. Okay. By the time we enter into the end of June, Jupiter has already settled into your sign, and you're going to start feeling these changes. Abundance is going to come in. Luck is going to come in for you. Everything is going to start moving in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel August is going to be a huge month for you. Again, even though this is a June read, August is going to be huge for you. If you decide to move into a new direction now, whatever this new direction is, if it's a new start, if it's something new that you're doing, whatever it is, it's going to lead to abundance. This is confirmation for you. Many of you want this confirmation. You're looking for this confirmation. You're saying, well, Monica, if I make this move, is it going to benefit me? Yes, it will. It's going to benefit you, and you're going to see the results by August. Okay. So if there is a brand new direction that you're moving into, the cards are indicating that you should continue and move forward in that direction. The Eight of Swords is here in the near future. That is clarified by the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Judgment. So in the near future, I do strongly feel for many of you that if you continue, okay, this is a warning. Okay, and I always add warnings, clauses in my readings because I want you to recognize the things that you're being called to improve and change in your life to see better results. If you do not improve your mental mind frame, if you're constantly in this negative mind frame, constantly thinking that everything's going wrong, constantly thinking that you're just doomed or cursed. You're not doomed, you're not cursed. You're in a transition right now. If you are not willing to rise above these negative thoughts, negative attitudes, this is what's going to hold you back. Okay. Some of you are still holding on to pain in the future. Some of you are still holding on to fighting and arguing with people or competing with people. The truth is the judgment's here, and the judgment is asking you to be aware of your thoughts and the things that you are entertaining. Because, because many of you are thinking that it's just a streak of bad luck, and it's not. It's you changing your mind. Try it. Try it for 1 week. Start thinking positively. Start speaking positively over your life. If something negative shows up in your reality, you speak positively about it to transform it and change it. And this is what you're being called to do. There is a huge opportunity coming in for you in the near future with the Ace of Pentacles. That is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So in the near future for many of you, again, there's your challenge, the Five of Cups. That's your challenge. You're still holding on to the pain, the disappointment, the sadness. My recommendation for you is to see how you can purge this attitude, these behaviors. Maybe you need to have an important conversation. Maybe you need to spend some time on your own. Maybe you need to, do a burning bowl, or you need to do something that's going to help you to release this energy. The conflict that you're facing in the near future has a lot to do with something that's being internalized that you haven't completely healed within yourself. Once you heal this pain, this trauma, these arguments, these conflicts, these disagreements, and you look and see somebody for who they are, because some of you are dealing with somebody in the near future where it's very clear and very obvious that this person is just simply not for you. Okay. It's very obvious. It's very clear here. Somebody's a liar. They're a cheater. Stop entertaining them. Okay. Because the more you entertain the things that you don't want, the more you miss your opportunities. This is going to be an important message for you in the near future. So let's get some advice for you, Cancer. What's the advice? What's the advice? You have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Your biggest piece of advice is to accept the fact that something here in your life is done. The worrying, the stress, the uncertainty, the sleepless nights, constantly focusing on everything that's going wrong, that's done. It's time to move away from this. The more you linger in this energy, the more you hinder Jupiter from doing what it needs to do. Elevating your life, helping you reach your highest timeline, your highest potential, bringing you that abundance, bringing the opportunities into your life. Cancer, it is time to release the things that are no longer serving you. Accept them, bid them adieu, and move forward, okay? So Cancer, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.